Hi, I'm the Wandering Newbie, and it's time for more Record Keeper. Today, we have the Final Fantasy X event, Bhed, uh, which is a Riku event for her USB, with the unique thing of all the stage names being in Bhed. Dra, of course, meaning the, so here you have the Moonflow as the second event, and so on and so forth, all the way down. The airship is the fifth event. Yeah, so I like that gimmick. It's pretty good. And of course, proper nouns like Luca and Macalania are not in Bhed because they're proper nouns. Anywho, I'm not going to try and pronounce any of these because whenever you hear anybody in 10 speak Bhed, it is like, I don't know, I don't feel like I could ever replicate the sounds. But we're going to move on into the boss rush. The boss rush, so it's actually kind of interesting. I like when the events actually do this. So you got Luca fighting the Blitz thing, Moonflow fighting the underwater thing, because they're all Riku related things. So you have the Thunder Plains for the Iron Giant, Lake Macalania, which again, like, these are all things that had to do directly with Riku. They're all Bheds attacking the party. And then this is, you know, them attacking the ceremonies. And then, bam, right there, right here, falling out is Ishiru, and the second fight against Everay. Oh, thank you for the bits! The second fight against Everay. So yeah, it just kind of picks up where the event stage is. Give me a moment. Oh, there we go. I need a haircut really bad, and it's at the point where the hair is actually getting caught under my headphone stuff. So, yeah. Every now and then I just start to feel a tickle on my ear, and that's really annoying. Anyway, so the boss rush isn't too complex. A lot of these are physical attacks again, so they're tauntable, tankable that way. The switching fights in the first phase might trip you up because you have to reapply debuffs. And Everay does have a couple nasty side effects, like Stone Gaze. But weak to holy can even be cured, so. Ah, there we go. A lot of BSBs in 10 are water elemental for the reason of it being the water zone. Excuse me. Either way, Pain's up top. She's going to be taunting. Riku's going to be debuffing and Thief's Revenge. Waka's going to be also debuffing. Lulu's just going to bring the hurt. And Yuna's going to be healing. But I'm going to make a little caveat right here. There we go. We're gonna have a little fun. If I can find one, I should have one on my follow list. Hey, it's your boy. Who needs to bring multiple junks when you can just, you know, bring Hyper Mighty Guard? The grossest USB. Hyper Mighty Guard. You say, what can you do to Riku? And she's like, what do you need? Oh, right, that one took like a million fucking tries. That's why there's so many pictures. Anyway. Nice, that fits the box pretty well now. Actually, did they change something with the... Oh, I see what I did. Nope. Nope, it's not going to fit the box nice anymore in a moment. There we go. Yeah, you don't have to super obsess about your mind. The big thing for a mind, a thing that is boosted based off mind, is that oh jeez, what am I trying to say here? 200 mind. There we go. If you have 200 mind, then your buffs, your white mage buffs, will last just as long as your stat buffs, and that's really what you need. Anything above that is just bonus. That's my favorite thing, is whenever I use Echo's record materia, and people are like, well, fucking record materia is that? Yeah, Echo. Hers is really good. It is a little worse than Devotion, but it doesn't have the resistance loss. That's the thing. So if you feel... Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, that happened. No, this is overdoing it. So Bahamut counts down and can cast Mega Flare. Ifrit has some nasty AoE attacks, and Valfor can slow. Look, I literally, like... I try. Alright, so Everay's gonna last a little longer. So the nice little thing about Everay is because it is a undead enemy, you can actually heal it for damage. I love how many effects go off from Hyper Mighty Yard. Both this and Mobius are pretty good. Mobius has problems, honestly, but I don't hate it. I actually really like it a lot. It's not Brave Exvius, that's for sure. Mobius has gotten way better about being like really kind to its players and just like throwing shit at them. Maybe I should start doing these early fights with like 4-star abilities only. Just be level 99. It helps you clear all the content. Yo, when 4-hit holy. That's what I'm waiting for. But no. The biggest thing about Everray is it's weak to holy attacks, so you can actually cure it and use you know, your various holy moves, and it's already dead. To do extra damage, mainly physical. I think it might have one magic attack, so just get your debuffs on it, and yeah, that's about it. I know, I need to stop using, like, Thief's Revenge and stuff. Thief's Revenge and Steel Power together are very strong. Yo, when do we get some 5-star vitality modes? I am like super not able to dive anybody because we're missing those. God, Dex again? Ugh. Bleh. I mean, you want to talk about good mobile games that have started recently that are very nice to new players. Grand Blue gives you a 5-star, or a SSR, a gold unit. There we go. On your first pool, no matter what, and it's one of like there's one for each element that you can possibly get out of a pool. It's really nice. Yeah, I think I might try using 4-star abilities next time. Only 4 stars. Just to, you know, help a little bit. And not just explode bosses with multi-hit attacks. So anyway, this is your standard Seymour Flux fight. Mordecus is there to buff Seymour and eventually use Total Annihilation. Whereas Seymour is using physical attacks for once and can also buff himself. He casts Reflect at one point, which you want to dispel to make sure you don't get hit with Flare. We're not going to see a lot of variation in teams here. Mainly because I was actually able to work this setup around this. Riku has that on. Let's not confuse people. It's alright. See, the problem is I'd argue that, like, you say everything else can be gotten by playing, but, like, there are those walls that you can't get through without good equipment. Of some sort. Synergy stuff is given to you at an okay pace, but some realms just don't have any synergy at all. Mainly 8. 8 doesn't have any free synergy weapons. 9 doesn't either. No, 9 has 1. 8 doesn't have any. 10 has 2. 12 has 1,000. But like you get what I'm saying. Like there are some realms where like if you don't have weapons to get through this stuff, even though I'm using like stuff that was either free or gacha, like not rare gacha, there will be a wall no matter what. So that's why I think at least using lesser abilities would help. Oops, I only had one of the characters that has a line for this fight. Oh well. Also, congratulations on your legend materia. I'm not really sure what it is. I haven't looked at the banner, but I'm sure it's alright. Oh, was Kamari the other one? That's right. He yells at him for treading on the sacred mountain. Where is Seymour in this? Is he this little thing above the hilt of the spear? Yeah, that's actually the only part that's him. And then you got Mordecai on there. Ooh! Arn has a super knight materia. Good stuff. And yeah, if you're worried about getting into gachas, they're generally nowadays, unless you get like one of those really bad games that like don't respect the player at all, you're generally okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, let's try not to explode him. I need to dispel. I need to dispel. So at this point, I think Mordecai is trying to charge up the total annihilation. We're not going to let that happen. I mean, this game just gives you access to more dads. You could do Jet, Laguna, Final Fantasy IV Sid, Dorgan from FF5. There are more dads. You could do a bigger dad squad. That's the best part. Wait, what the? There are more dads! Okay, so you make the joke of why isn't there an all Sid event, but during the Nemesis event, where like if you bring certain characters, they have conversations and all that kind of stuff. If you actually went in there with a team of all Sids, they're like, "What? My name's Sid. My name's Sid too." And they're just like, "Oh, this is weird. We're all Sid." Alright, so I kind of went over it, but Geo's Gano has a gimmick of it will swallow somebody and then regurgitate, and the regurgitate attack is different. Mattering on when it goes off. If the regurgitated, the swallowed character damages Geo, then it only hits the regurgitated character. If they don't hit Geo before the next turn, then the regurgitated character, the regurgitation attack will hit the entire party. And if you kill the boss while somebody is swallowed, regurgitate hits the entire party for max HP damage. Not their max HP, but based on their max HP. The nice thing here is that Geo here is weak to 5 different elements and will explode. Boss is also entirely physical, so just bring Protectka and all those various things. In fact, let me just hop back for a second there. There we go. Fix that. Vessel Fates. I haven't looked at it, but yeah, I'd have to guess that Banner 2 kind of pales in comparison to Banner 1 because of the USB. And like, Pain's on Banner 1, and Pain's a really good character. Like, a lot of people kind of brush Pain off because they're like, it's just that character that was added for only 10.2. And it's like, she's actually really good in Record Keeper. I'm not just saying that because, like, I have her SSB and it's won me Apocalypse fight. No, like, what? She's Spellblade 5, Knight 5. Like, fucking, what else do you need? She can use a gun. She's a knight that can use a gun. She can taunt from the back row. Anyway. Yeah, there was a that 13 event a while back where I had the realization that Pain can use guns, which saved my bacon. To just let me do way too much damage from the back row. There's our condition, and now we can just explode the boss. Alright, well, the Reddit community is actually pretty good, and there is a, like, weekly Ask thread. Like, normally I wouldn't tell somebody to go to Reddit, but the Reddit community for this game is actually really, really good. They're really helpful if you bring up questions, like, you'll probably get an answer that's not just like, you're an idiot, but Also, I post guides there. Those are pretty cool. Also, Geo here is just exploding. Apparently being weak to a lot of stuff isn't too good for your health. Sorry, Geo. Is Riku's USB really that good? Does she need the mind to make it last? No, not entirely. As stated before, Pain might actually end this. As I said before, you at most need 200 mind to make white mage buffs last as long as stat buffs. And if you do that, then she's fine. She's good. Anyway, that was Geo. And you saw the regurgitate mechanic there. It does do a lot of damage to that one person, but as long as you tag the boss with them, you're fine. You can just heal them up. Not too difficult. Elemental attacks, again, make him super easy. Yeah, Riku's Legend Materia 2, if you ever get that far, lets you extend the duration of those buffs by, like, I think 20%. Or 40% or something like that. It's very good. Alright. Continuing on, we have the next one. I believe this is Daughter of Yevon. Right here. I know you is O. Falling out. Fiend. That's Fiend right there. Something Fiend. So yeah. No. It's Beast. I'm actually trying. This is like fucking 10 all over again. I'm actually trying to like suss this out. No, T. I'm looking for T. Where the fuck is T? Thank you for the follow. Alright, I think it's Daughter of Yevon. There you go. Whatever. And yeah, it's Unaleska. Here she is. In all of her 3-form glory. First form counters with sleep. Second and later forms counter with a de-spelling physical. Which is the really nasty part here. So you want somebody with taunt, and preferably somebody with retaliate on top of that. I don't believe she's weak, and you don't actually want to use holy attacks on her. I think she absorbs holy. The nice thing is that she does just kind of explode. Yep, there it is. She absorbs holy. I don't think she's actually weak to anything this time around, but she is only an ultimate fight as opposed to anything higher. She hits you with physical, magical, and on top of that, a holy attack. So you do actually want a mind break, and in fact that's one of the conditions. So system we got here is to dust off an old character. Here he is, good old Greg. Greg's back at it. Um, excuse me. Because Mind Blast does confuse, Selphie has a Confuse Resist accessory, and Greg has a Sleep Resist accessory. Greg will be taunting magic at the beginning thanks to his record materia. And then we'll do taunt, retaliate as soon as possible, and then try and keep that up for as long as possible. Vaughn will be stealing power, mind breakdown. Ramza will be magic breakdown, full break, and Cloud here will Cloud Classic, the old Cloud, will be doing a buff and then roaming warrioring and then up with the burst commands. Well, I suggest finishing 4. I forgot to get party stats. Piss. I suggest finishing 4. Finished that recently. Actually, I say recently, but it was about half a year ago. Don't beat yourself up about not finishing games. I do it all the time. I haven't finished a DS game in like a year. Sometimes we just don't have the time or we lose interest. It happens. But, 4 is pretty good. The last dungeon drags on a little bit, but I think overall the game's very strong. The story's good enough. I mean, I used to be like that, because in college I never had enough games to play. When I got out of college and I got my first job, oh, thank you for the follow. When I got my first job, whoops, I was like, yeah, I got money now, I'm gonna buy games and play them, and then, oops, as it turns out, when you have a job, you don't have as much time to play games. Eventually, I broke that habit. Just realized that I'm not gonna play every game. So we're going to slow roll a little bit at the start here. God, that legend materia on Ramza still continues to be extremely gross. Alright, now I get to do, because I have not done Taunt Retaliate in the longest time, I get to do a nice little Taunt Juggle on Greg. Oh boy, his music sends me back. For a trip down memory lane, Unaleska was the second ultimate fight we ever had. Which, note to self, gonna have to make sure I name the videos right. Second ultimate fight we ever had. And one of the first fights I couldn't finish on stream. I ended up just because it went on for 4 hours, I had to just call it, and then because I had OBS still open, I just went to hell with it. I'm gonna take another crack at the fight, and literally the first recording off stream, I beat it. Hoo-ha! And that's why Memento Mori Onion Knight BSB is such a good combo. And that's why we have Holy Resist on people. Don't you know? Yeah, it was the Ozma. The Ozma really blew me apart constantly. Osmos. Ozma is a completely different thing. When's the Ozma event? And like, she's mind reduced. I reduced her mind. She still hits like a truck. But yeah, if you have a proper taunter and are reducing her stats to a good extent, she's none too scary. Oh, here we go. Okay, I take it back. Still a little scary. Go home. Go home, Una. Go home, Unaleska. I don't need you here. I mean, like, oh yeah, no, I'm 100% in the same book. Whenever everybody is like, Onion Knight BSB is dead, I'm like, you could have fooled me. It still does a ton of damage. Onion Boy BSB is still going strong as a roaming warrior in my book, and I will probably keep using it for a very long time. But serious face. The Magus Sisters. The craziest little curveball they throw at you this way is that Cindy has Holy. And Mindy still throws out some really rough magic your way. Mindy has Ultima. Hey, what's up? We're just about to move on to the really rough fights. But yeah. Sandy has really hard physicals. Cindy has a really strong single target magic. And Mindy has really big AoE magic. You want to do some AoE breakdowns on them while still targeting some like single target stuff. And you do want to focus down Cindy first because, oops, she's gonna revive people. And they do unleash Delta attack eventually, which is really rude, to say the least. But I got a party thrown together for this. I think they're immune to all status effects in this one. So, Riku is going to be AoE attack down, and then AoE multi-break. Ramza is going to magic break Mindy, or magic breakdown Mindy, and then resistance break Cindy. Meanwhile, turn 1, Yoon is going to throw up Protect. Selby's going to throw up Shelga. Seymour is going to cast that Roaming Warrior. Turn 2, we start throwing out the summons. And we hope to explode them as soon as possible. Once Cindy goes down, and Seymour, of course, runs out of summon uses, we'll probably use whatever uses of Ununite BSB he has left, and then switch Yuna over to the BSB because she will probably be out of Titan uses by then. This one, I suspect, should be pretty easy, but I've been proven wrong by this stuff in the past. I do need an onion boy. Give me an onion boy, please. Yeah. Oh, I have a team for this mission. It may not be minimalistic, but it'll get the job done. Trust me, you. Are there any other non-elemental magic BSBs besides the onion? I don't... Purely non-elemental? I don't know. They usually try and apply an element to each mage. So it's a hard call. Oh, also I should mention, Riku's going to be taunting magic. Since, you know, Cindy, or not Cindy, what's her face? The little girl does cast some pretty strong magic, so good to be able to, you know, resist that. Mindy, thank you. It's Mindy, Cindy, and Sandy. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, if only we had a better fire summon than Ifrit. Seymour's BSB is a little weird and situational. I like it overall. The Phoenix only hits once. Uh-oh, you still have Ultra Cure. This might be a problem. I'm okay. I'll pull ahead somehow. Oofa! Big damage. Always with the big damage. These gals. You know, there isn't a condition to kill Mindy first, or Cindy first. You just have to, you know, for the thing, kill her first. Hey, boy, there it is. Oofa. Yep, that also hurts. Position, heal thyself. Ultra Cure is pretty good. Oh, well. Moment of truth. Woofa! Get out of here. Be gone. Seymour! Alright, and then one remained. Yeah, it feels like it's probably doable with like some BSBs and crap, but with a air quotes poverty build, it's very hard to burst one of the sisters down before they get off Delta attack. Seymour acquires a new summon. Yo, when do we get fucking, like, them? When do we get them as a summon? I don't know what element you would make them. Make them a non-elemental. Non-elemental that does more damage the higher your magic is. There you go. Fucking I figured it out for you. Yeah, but that's a rough fight. Their AoE is really strong. And, you really got to get that mitigation up. I don't think I was I was kind of like weighing my options there of what to put on Riku's other command, and I think the multi-break was the correct choice. We also, by the way, got extremely lucky because we didn't see... We didn't see Holy. Cindy can cast Holy, which would probably just nuke somebody. Well, the weird thing with Delta Attack, and it was just a very subtle thing. I probably should have mentioned it in the video, but whatever. It's Cindy that initiates Delta Attack. So if you caught, I magic broke Cindy at one point. That probably lessened the damage that Delta Attack did. Anywho, Apocalypse fight. It's time to shuffle. So, Seymour Omnis. Seymour Omnis. Oh, piss, I gotta go get Roaming Warrior. We're going to be using Invincible Blade because Seymour Omnis uses chain spells mattering on which rotation he's on. And mattering on what rotation he's on, he uses chain spells and he's weak to a certain element. He always resists Earth, Wind, Holy, Dark, and Poison. When he's weak to fire, or when he's using lightning, he's weak to water, and he is neutral to the other two elements. So, big thing. Be aware that he uses Shell to remove buffs from your entire party every time you land a certain number of hits on him, which is 6. If you hit him with 6 attacks, he will dispel your party. I emphasize attacks, because this does actually count summons and soul breaks. You get 5 hits per cycle. He will use Ultima and Ultimate Ultima, which pierces resistance. Yes, he doesn't nullify attack mag breaks, so bring them. But actually, don't bring attack mag... Well, first of all, thank you for the follow. Don't bring attack breaks, because he only has 1 attack, and he doesn't use it outside the first phase. And don't bring mag and full breaks, bring dances, because then you're not punching him, and they're not counting for your attacks. Because, defeat Seymour before he uses Ultima 6 times. It's one of those fights. But, because he uses so many... I got new people following me. Nice. Steve! It's Steve! We found him! I could always use more good boys. Is there an invincible blade in here? Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Oops, that's the wrong one. That's also the wrong one. Yeah, this... Do his differently named spells count for runic? I think the Ultimas do. Maybe not Ultima, that might be Nat. But Ultima does, and his chain spells do. Hence why we're grabbing a couple Invincible Blades. Because he also starts the thing weak to ice, so we're going to take advantage of that. Friend codes, global friends, Invincible Crusher. And once again, fucking, I hate this. I hate this so much. Everybody decks out Invincible Blade to be holy boosters. Mind you, ice boosters are rare, but like, fucking, that's what I need. That's what I'm taking you for. I'm taking you for ice. Actually, I don't know if there is an ice melee booster, so I take that back. You're fine. So the trickiest thing here is in the weak phase, Seymour is going to start spamming Ultimate Ultima. So we're a bit on a it's a DPS race. Really, really bad DPS race. Thank you for the follow. Sorry, my brain stopped for a moment there. So it's a DPS race in that final phase, and yeah, I don't know if property build is enough because you really need to do a ton of damage there. And oops, poverty build. We're gonna see how it goes though. Now, we're going to have 3 people that are going to be able to touch the boss. And then 2 people that are going to sit on the sidelines and do other things the whole time. Now, one said people is Fang. And the other one is Pain. The third person is Rasmo, and that's because at the start of each phase, Rasmo is going to get to punch the boss once, or at some point in the phase. Going to get to punch the boss once. And that is for that armor breakdown, and then he's going to go to Wrathing, because he can't attack, so he's just going to Wrath up. Yes, multiple element BSBs work very well for this. Tyro, or Newbie, in this situation, is going to be dancing. I also had this thought at some point. Take the ball. Take the ball, my young boy. And Yuna is going to be doing her heels. Thank you for the follow. Oh, oh, okay, it stayed in there. Come on now. Come on, I followed a bunch of you. Where you at? Yeah, okay, here. Ooh, hey. I found him. Thank you for the follow. I actually found out recently, though I'd have to assume that some of you aren't this. They changed the mobile app around, so you have to have an account. So what is happening and why, like, a lot of people like myself and, like, Smite went up, like, 5,000 follows in 2 weeks. So people have to make accounts, and then they get recommendations based off what they're watching. And they're like, hey, you should follow this, and then they have to, like, hit a button to make that go away. So a lot of people are just hitting follow. So there have been a lot of random follows going out. But yeah, hey. How you doing? We're alright. We're doing okay here. Oops. Oops. That's not the right one. That's not the right one. There we go. Which really does sort of line up. I started getting a lot more follows about 2 weeks ago, so that makes sense. Alright. No, it's going to play the versus Seymour music, of course. This is the fight that plays that. Alright, we have switched to fire mode. I don't know, I like the Seymour boss music. That's one. That's two. That's an unmitigated Ultima. That's three. And this will be 4. And then 5. And then we wait. Oh. Sweet. Oh. Somewhat unfortunate. Hold up. He is on, ice now, so he's going to be weak to fire. Right, okay. I actually ordered my abilities. He's on water? Uh-oh! Yeah, I actually ordered my abilities. Right, no, I know what I'm doing. Alright, so that's 1. That's 2. This would be a lot of counting. It's 3. Oh, shit. He actually switches really fast. That's 1. That's 3. Piss! Oh, he's gonna absorb this. Shit. Wow, he is booking it through his forms. Like, I actually can't touch him. Well, there you go. That was 1. Two, 3. That's 2. So, holy crap, this is so hard to keep track of. This will be 3. Rams is doing 4. And this soul break will be 5. Alright, we're in the thick of it now. So remember when I said that he does that really often now? Keep that in mind. So that's 5. We have to wait now. Please change forms. Alright, for future reference, we might have to eat a Dispel if he doesn't change forms, which it does not seem like he is going to do. Because now he's just doing this every other turn. Yep. Fuck it. Thank you for the follow. Let's find out what happens. Yep. It's fine though. I was expecting him to switch immediately. The problem is I ate a lot of ultimate dispels just sitting there. That's the major concern. Or ultimate ultimas. It's 2. We've gotten hit by so many ultimate ultimas. I'm pretty sure we have lost that condition. We've also lost that. Sorry, he wasn't doing anything anyway. I have an idea. Let's see where this puts me. Well, we're gonna win. No! Yeah, I figured. 100% knew that we weren't in there anymore. Alright, so Revelation. You can't wait around that mode. Yeah, so because it's not an ultimate dispel, and excuse me, you can taunt most of his stuff. No, everybody was taking about 2k damage from those things, and normal Ultima did so much damage because nobody had Shell. I think, at least. I don't think I recast it. One sec. So, what we're going to do is say, fuck it. Ah, perfect. I was going to say, we just need another invincible blade. The team's fine. The team's going to pull this off. Oh, I just realized last time I didn't even do an intro, so yeah, let me do that. So the Apocalypse Plus this week is Seymour Omnis. Or, Omnis. Anyway, the big thing about this fight is that he dispels the party if you hit him. Well, okay, first of all, he does a barrier switching mechanic. Goes from fire mode to ice mode to lightning mode to water mode. And he is weak to the opposite element, so he's weak to ice, to fire, to lightning, to water. I think I probably fucked up one of those, but the second one was right. The big thing, he only has like 3 attacks. He has a chain spellcast, a ultima, and a form switch. In his very weak phase, he gets an ultimate ultima, which he can use every other turn, and that pierces. So you got to be ready for that. The other big thing is that if you hit him 6 times in the same phase with anything, this includes soul braces, includes summons, he will counter dispel, then do an ultimate ultima, then form change. This is actually our second time going to the fight, and we tried to stall out in the second phase, and you can't really do that. You actually just have to eat those dispels if need be, or burst him down. He doesn't really like the form change in the second phase. That said, Fang actually has a dual breakdown, attack mag, tie wind. It's fire wind, so that works in our favor. And Pain has her liquid steel, as well as 2 elemental swords, and then invincible blade, so she will always be hitting weakness if she can build up to that fast enough. That is the caveat. Everybody else is doing their usual. Ramza will be shouting, Newbie is walling, and Yuna is healing. Ramza actually has Wrath, because we're trying to charge up as much shout as possible. That way we can recast haste when he knocks us off inevitably. OSBs are very good for that last phase because it just nukes him down, especially elemental ones. Anyway. So we've done 1 hit. Fang will be our second hit. The problem with attempting any non-elemental on this fight is he can barrier change at any time, which really, in the first attempt, just seemed to be messing me up wholeheartedly. So far we've done 2 hits. Pain is charging our next. Ramza will be our third, or that's our third. Ramza will be our 4th, and Fang will be our 5th. It seems like it's very hard to get all the stuff off beforehand, so you generally end up eating a at least 1 Ultima in the early phases. Without any mitigation, that is. So at this point, Pain just gets to sit on our hands. She can't really do anything. We're at our 6-hit limit. And there's our rotation. So now we get to go back to town. That's hit 1, and we are in fire phase now. I'm going to try and preempt lightning phase. Nice. That's 1. This one will be 2. And I'm going to guess that we're going to hit another rotation, so I'm going to actually do full charge. Nope, perfect. You should be able to get off that thundering before, as this is our 3rd hit, and this will be our 4th, and then I 100% need to stop. So when he uses Ultima, his next action is a rotation. Interesting. Yeah, look at that. Because we have a very fast rotation here. I'm going to try and put up a shield for us. And on Pain's next turn, we're going to get a guard up. He does not have a fixed number of turns before rotations. That is the hard thing about this fight. Well, it's unfortunate, but we're going to have to recast our roaming warrior during this. Oh wait, no, this is actually what I want. Yeah, this is what I want. That's super not what I want, though. Possibly waited a little bit too long. Not yet. High Wind is the next phase. Sentinel Grimoire has fallen off, though. That is the problem. That is why we were taking so much damage. And we have actually progressed into final phase. So this is going to be rough. So wait, is he still gonna change phases? Let's see if he changes phases. He did use an ultimate. He doesn't change phases in this mode. Piss. I didn't have a Divine Veil. Well, like, okay, we have it figured out. The problem is getting the earlier timing proper to deal with it. Oh, hello. I don't think Seymour cares about his own pattern anymore. Anymore. Well, let's find out if we fucked up. Hey! Shalom! I now, in retrospect, realize that the word shalom is wrong for that situation, because shalom is a greeting. It should have been mazel tov. You know what? Just the fact that you said that, comma, I'm checking right now. Settings. Nope, it's still pending. Damn it! This. It's been like a week. When does it get approved? Twitch, you're killing me. I want this. Where's my emote? Alright, let's do the submission. Yeah, like on the black background that works really well, and then like even on like a white background, it's still pretty good. Alright, submission time. So, I expect the Sid mission to go down pretty similarly. We have better weapons, so, you know, that. This is pretty much going to use the same strategy. No, we pulled it off. Okay, technically, both. We stalled out a bit much, and we failed the first time, but then the second time back in, yeah, we did alright. The cool and interesting thing I'd have to say overall about doing that fight and actually triggering the counter. Oops, that's the wrong button. Triggering the counter is that in that period of time after you've triggered the counter, you can hit him as many times as you want. You can just go to town. And luckily, you do only have to go through like 100,000 health, or 200,000. There we go. Oops, that's the wrong page. So, you know, it's doable. Alright. Let's have fun. Thank you for the follow. Oh, we got a second layer of bits. Her, protect, roaming warrior, shotgun. Now, luckily, it's only Sandy's special attack that hits long range. Well, actually, Sandy and Mindy. Mindy also hits long range. She has a physical. That is why you do AoE physical or power down on this fight. That's how they get you. That's how they keep you honest. In this universe, I remember to put a faster cure on Nebraska. Nice. Nice. Let's keep that going. Got good damage. Do that work. I love fights where I get to do summons. And like effectively. Like the summons do a lot of work. It's just so much fun to see all those numbers go off. Don't heal her. Don't cast Flare. Oh. That's alright. That's manageable. Still hurts. And that's why we have the Magic Taunt. That's why we war. Because that's with the increased resistance from that record materia. Can you imagine if that hit any rando? Oh, that's fine if they hit Riku. I don't care. I care if they hit Seymour. Don't hit my boy. Uh-oh. Seymour down. Seymour down. Seymour, please. Whew. Okay, we're good. No, we're doing victory lap. You. Actually, in hindsight, I should have done Mindy. Oh well. That should be 2 sisters down. Yep. And just gonna lean back. I could throw a Blitzball at her. But sometimes you gotta flaunt. Just a little. Good shit. Actually, did she? Oh yeah, she did have a Blitzball. That did really low damage. It's time for Jumpstart. Wait a minute. Sorry, I thought I saw an announcement or something. Alright. So. Jumpstart is going to have one very specific change. And that's, well, if you're going to point me at a fight and say, see that guy? He's weak to, like, all the elements. I'm going to go, well, yes. If you say so. No, we are not going maximum wizard, we are going maximum Delita. Okay, so pretty much the same fight, except Delita is gonna be using his thing right off the bat, right? Yeah, we're just gonna go at it. Fuck him up. Since Ramza can just recast, I've never heard this song go on this long. It kind of has this like funky breakdown to it. Anyway, pretty much each of them is covering an element that they can't hit. Delita can do everything except for water. I mean, maximum Delita is just... Hold up, I'll show you. It's this. The break that hits 4 elements. But we need Invincible Crusher, Invincible Blade. If we can find one. There we go. Good shit. This will be Riku USB 11. And then this one's Riku USB 10. Keep them in the right order. That way, when I do the write-up later, it's way easy to do. Oh, 9, 9, 9, 0. There it is. Don't need that page open anymore. I have not looked at the banners yet, no. Oh, piss! I don't have the stamina. Yes. Yeah, you missed the Apocalypse Plus. I can give you a rundown. Final phase is really rough. Don't dilly-dally in it. Try and eat the dispels and get your buffs back up if you can. At most, you can like eat one dispel. Just try and get your your Shelga back up and stuff like that. Yep, I was not a fan about seeing the dispel either, and especially on a an attack counter, which for poverty builds is really rude because we generally don't kill in as many attacks. We usually use more attacks than normal. Alright. That's all the stamina I need to burn. They honestly probably got a lot of shit for Sephiroth with ultimate dispels. I don't think anybody enjoyed Sephiroth's ultimate dispels. I think some people enjoyed the fight, but I think the ultimate dispels on Sephiroth were a bit too much. That's a hard fight as is. Yeah, the fight was fine. It's just like tacking on those ultimate dispels on top of everything else was way, way, way too much. Yeah, only bearable because it's scripted, because you knew what was coming. Alright. I expect to eat one dispel tops, so let's have at it. Actually, I just had a thought. Yes. Rams. Wait, which materia? His record materia or his legend materia? I love the new people keep coming in. Yo, this boss sucks. This boss is an asshole. They're actually both support ups. I want to say it's a 20% increase to support damage from Rasmo. Oh, right, no need for Wrath. I pretty much just copy and pasted my party over, but you are 100% right. I mean, the thing is, I don't want him doing anything else. Well, I guess, no, he can't magic lore. Like, I don't want him doing anything else. I don't want him poking the boss. I guess I'll just throw Affliction Break on. It's damage. Okay, now we gotta find another invincible blade. Oh, there we go. Damn it, and I closed down paint because I'm like, I'm done! It was a good call there on the Wrath. I didn't even think about that. Whoops. I did that thing again. I should have cast Shoga. Alright, let's see how much damage Hero King does. I was hoping for a little bit more. as that's actually all of our hits on this form. Uh-oh. I miscounted? Huh. Oh well. That's gonna actually hurt real bad. Uh-oh. Hero King's not gonna do any damage. No! Whatever, he's fine. He just needs the crit. Uh-oh. That's gonna hurt, though. Ooh! Hmm. 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 Nailed it. Liquid Steel is such a good break. That was weird. But I think that is one half of an equation. It is one half of the equation. Soon. Let's look at some banners. We're gonna look at some banners, and then let's do a little bit. We'll do a little bit of easy multiplayer after that, just for fun. Funsies multiplayer. So, banner 1, king shit of Banner Mountain is right here. It is. Where did you get all that vitality from? Ah. I don't remember. Something. I really don't even remember. Either way. I seriously can't remember what gave vitality emotes. Tidal Knuckle. Aside from being a water booster, it is Cypher Mighty Guard, which you saw in the boss rush. It is Protect, Shell, Haste, 30% attack and magic boost to the whole party. 1 second. It's pretty much like up there with Cloud as best USB. It's fantastic. It doesn't outright replace deployment tactics and onion burst, because these things do different stuff. But this is really good. You don't have to bring Shell and Protect with you anymore. On characters, you put different things on them. It's also better as a roaming warrior, sadly, a little bit, because Riku can't use Life Siphon or Wrath. That said, I can generate enough meter in Apocalypse fights, and especially as a thief who has faster commands going out, Riku can generate enough meter. So I don't think it's necessarily best used as roaming warrior, but definitely, yeah, can be stated that. Another Ultra Soul Break for Lulu. We got 8 Magic, Ice, Non-Elemental. Remove the delay from the user's actions for 2 turns, and temporarily raise the magic resistance a small amount, and in Ice. It's a lot. It's a lot on one thing. Very selfish buffs. Yeah, because that's not a party buff, right? Users, yes. It's very selfish buffs, but... And, yeah, it's also a doll. But this does get Lulu off the ground as a caster, and synergizes very well with her BSB. And just chain Blizzaga if you have it. Chaining into this again afterwards deals a ton of damage because she's in Iced. So if you can build up 2 meters, say with the Witch abilities, which you can also use, yeah, she'll blow some people up. So, speaking of which, her BSB. 10 magic, ice, fire, water. Attacks to 1 target, grant, haste, burst mode. Sorry, I'm having a little agita. Command 1 is Freezing Flame, Command 2 is Freezing Water. They're the same ones, just replace fire and water on the commands. They both do ice, which synergizes again with her USB really well. That said, she does have the unfortunate thing of her commands are susceptible to reflect, unlike most Black Mage burst commands. They really need to go back and change that to make this not awful. But that said, on something that is weak to ice, fire, water, that doesn't reflect itself. Hey, this works. This does a lot of work. But Meanwhile, Grand Storm. 6 water, earth, wind to all targets and dispel them. Grants haste, burst mode, deals more damage for each spell blade the user has used. Aqua Storm is for water, wind. Aqua Terra is for water, earth. While rare weaknesses, maybe except for water, the AoE dispel on this is fantastic. And again, another water boosting armor. And Pain is just an extremely solid character. Completely. Like, 100% extremely solid character. I cannot stress that this is great BSB because the character is great as well. Reeker's Dagger is Machinations. Oddly enough, not a water booster. We saw this in the submission video. But deal ranged, water, physical, 10 random targets temporarily lower their water resistance. It is a water in peril. Not a lot of those exist. Command 2 is 2 ranged attack defense downs. Increase the user's attack defense. And Command 1 is 2 ranged water lightning attacks to all enemies with a chance of interrupting their actions. This is an old burst, as the chat says, but it is extremely solid, aside from the fact that it is one of the very few water in peril bursts, or moves, breaks. Yeah, Kamari is the other one. You have an attack defense steal and a chance of interrupting. Very good. It's an extremely good burst. Fixer Upper is a moderate chance to reduce the delay for the user's actions after you've used a Machinist abilities. And I think her burst commands are Machinist, yes. So that synergizes with her burst extremely well. And, you know, other crap that she can do. Though I would probably run her as the Thief instead, so that's that problem. And then third Pilgrimage is increase the user's magic by a moderate amount proportional to the number of ice black magic user. Increase the user's magic a moderate amount proportional to the number of black magic ice attacks the user has dealt. So, I think it's like a 2% increase up to 30%, which again synergizes with her BSB and Witch abilities extremely well. Vanishing Blade is an AoE, no, single target, attack defense down, also a small chance to blind. Which, you know, I like dual breaks. That's real good. Auron as a character has some weaknesses, but as soon as we get that samurai buff, bit down the line, it's going to be way better. Liquid Steel. Hey, I can't say that this break is great enough. I have used this so much since Apocalypse fights have started coming around. It's good. 6 hits in water, then just cast it again, do a ton of damage. It's good. It's great. It's a great fucking break on a great character. Jet's Guise is 5 dark, non-elemental, and raise the attack of all allies a large amount. So you get a 50% attack up and also a boost to dark damage on an armor. That's good if you can combo this with a Haste Daga, or, I don't know, Riku's USB. Sinfang is 7 ranged hits, increase the party's crit hit chance 50%. Also, oh no, that might be 30%. That's probably 30%, because I think large is 50%. Yeah, also really good. Jet's a solid character. A really strong, oh, it's 25%. A really strong monk. And he can equip swords as a monk, so that's always great. Large is 50, massive is 100%. Okay, cool. You may have noticed I've actually been smart this time, and I didn't pull on this banner, so let's see what I get. This is an extremely strong banner. Both of the USBs are really good. All the bursts are really good. The legend materia are pretty good and synergize well. And the supers are also really good. They're all like party buffs or big damage or dual breaks. This is just an extremely strong banner overall. And let's see what we get. Who knows? Items? A sword? Oh? Oh. I got excited because, again, I still don't have the warrior sword maxed out yet. Which sucks because it's a good synergy weapon. Okay, either way. Excuse me. Banner 2. More ultras. Alkeid? Anyway, it's 8 fire, non-elemental, temporarily lower attack, defense, and resistance 50%, and attract physical black magics, raise the user's defense a large amount. Holy crap! That's a lot! Sorry, give me a minute. Okay, so let's go down the list here. And we're going to scroll through the back banner, but I need the whole big thing up. So, we have here a 3-stat breakdown. So that's 25% reduction on a normal enemy, on a boss, on a ultimate, there we go. To 3 stats. That's extremely rare. I think this might be the first one of this instance. Then, Sentinel on top of that, and also M-Blink on the party. What the hell? This is extremely strong. Jesus Christ. That, like, really bumps up Auron as being, like, a character. Like, it's some good shit right there. Holy crap. Laku's Water Ball. Weapon with a water boost, but it's Blitz Ball. Auroch's Spirit. Ranged, physical, water, non-elemental to 9 random targets, temporarily lower their water resistance and lower the attack magic defense. And a Hyper Break. This is also really strong. And Waka is a solid back row support character. I mean, it's all he does. But Hyper Break and Water Imperil, that's kind of gross as well. How strong is that Hyper Break? Moderate. Also, yeah, a good note that 2 very strong water characters can use Blitz Balls. So, a moderate Hyper Break, also Water Imperil. That's really good, too. These are some really strong USBs coming out of nowhere on these banners. Oh, boy. Alright, what do you got, Braska? Trine Summoning. Deal Magic Fire, Lightning, Non-Elemental, 8 random targets, temporarily infuse the user with power of fire. Grant Haste Burst Mode. Command 1 is Ifrit. Temporarily lower the user's resistance, a moderate amount increase the magic, moderate amount, enter user, okay, Summon Strike. If the user has Summon Strike, deal 4 Summon Magic Fire. All targets, remove Summon Strike. 4 hits, 5 hits if Summon Strike. So you do Command 1, that, finish off with the Command 1, I guess, maybe, if there's AoE going on. But otherwise, you just keep doing Command 2. Oh, it's also Summon typed. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, this is a really good Fire Burst. Yeah, because you can't counter Summon most of the time. Oh, shit. Auroch's Reel is a Legacy Burst. It is full breakdown, random targets, and then magic on Command 1, attack on Command 2. This is a workhorse of a support break, but if you have his USB 2, this makes it extremely gross because you can take like Wrath, defense down, or resistance down, matters on what you're running. You can do this, do the first 2 commands, Wrath, first 2 commands, Wrath, and then unleash that USB and just keep going. I don't know. Like it's a workhorse of a support burst. It's nothing special, but yeah, it gets the job done. You bring him with a Mako's Might on him. You do that command 1, then you do those, and then you go back into it and just keep, you know, cycling through that. And as I said, bring a Wrath on him just in case you don't get enough. It's good. Okay, you want to talk about legacy bursts? Razzmatazz is super legacy. This might be the worst thing on these banners, burst-wise. So 5 AoE, water attacks, and infuse with water. It's 2-hit AoE and 4-hit on command 1. Not even ranged. It's still in water. You're right. The thing is, he really needs other people to support him on this. It'll do good damage the second time you cast it, but those commands won't do a ton of work. There's really nothing to support them unless you have like his record materials that allow you to double cast water abilities. Then this becomes a whole lot better. Speaking of legend materials, Snarling Dragon. Increase attack moderate amount proportional to the number of attacks the user has taken. That's not bad. Also a small chance to blind on the oh, that's a weapon. Weird. I think that's our first one that's on a weapon. Give me a hot second. I'll be right back. I need to get a bottle of water. My voice is actually starting to go. Alright, I just chugged half that bottle, and I'm good to go now. So this is good. It synergizes well with his Knight stuff and his USB. I think he only gets Knight 3? So he can taunt, but he can't magic lore. That's his biggest downside. But that's still okay. Titus's Arm Guard is start the battle and watered. Well, that synergizes really well with pretty much a lot of stuff he can do, mainly the shooter stuff. You can Legend Dive him to 4-star Spellblades if you want to utilize that as well. And then most of his other breaks are the chat. Or his OSB? Yeah, I guess. I'm looking at this in a bubble and, like, you know, you don't have a lot of stuff. But, yeah. Okay, his OSB. Yes, that makes his OSB do more damage. Anywho, Force Knuckles, Master Thief. Deal 6 physical attacks to one target and temporarily lower their attack and resistance. And also increase the caster's attack and resistance. A dual steal is really strong. That's extremely strong. And also it's a very rare debuff right here. Doesn't really help her out at all because of course she's going to be attacking physical. But it synergizes this with dances, and it's, you know what, everything else aside with the resistance down, it's still a stacking attack debuff, which are always really good. So yes, this is extremely strong. It also synergizes really good with the Mug Bloodlust, which you can use. Summoner's Dream. I believe this is reduce the offensive casting time of all allies for 3 turns, and yeah, increase magic moderate amount and give major regen. Synergize this with a Hastaya, and you got a really good Faith Go. Whoop! I dropped my stress ball. The fact that it reduced the casting time for 3 turns is ridiculous. You can get off so much magic in 3 turns. This is extremely good. Fang of Gagazep. So this is a workhorse for Kamari. It's 5 hits and M-Blink, which is just his unique +1. But unfortunately, Kamari's base skill set isn't fantastic. I think he does have Dragoon 5 now, so you can run him as a Dragoon, or at least he can dive to that. But in Realm, this is really strong, and if you have his BSB, it's a very good complement to it. And then Miracle Veil. Oh, I don't know. It's the thing that I use all the fucking time. Miracle Veil. Let me just load up the sound clip here. Miracle Veil is the best Super Soul Break Medica in the game. There you go. So overall, this banner's really strong too. I still say that because of the Riku USB and the fact that Abe's All-Star is on here, which is a really super legacy burst. I think it was like the 4th burst to come out. Like this one's super old. The first banner is better, but Aurochs Spirit and Alkaid. Spiritual Blade. These are both really strong. These 2 bursts are really good. The Legend Materia are pretty great. Though, this one doesn't really work too well on its own. You do need a burst to go off of that. I mean, you say it's as solid can be, but there's no bargain. Like, there's literally bursts better than it, just not of that same element. Like, it's legacy. It's really legacy. Master Thief is great. Summer's Dream is great. Fang and Gagazet does work. And Miracle Veil is the best Super Soul Break out there. Exactly, that's the thing. Is there's so much better BS. Like I said, it's okay. It's just a legacy burst. Anyway, I'm not going to dwell on it. Let's see what happens. I expect to pull Razzmatazz. Actually, I'd be really happy if I pulled Razzmatazz. Damn. Wait, is this Warrior Blade? Damn, it's not Warrior Blade. I think I already... Yeah, oh, damn. It's not even Rune Axe, the other one that I don't think I finished off. Just look at that. Yeah, fuck, damn, piss. Eh. Let's do a little multiplayer for fun. So it's Spheromorph. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm probably just gonna bring Delita. I'll bring Delita and Wall. This is a first come first serve and no duplicates. I will. That's my only other thing. Nah, I'm just doing the each one once. It's just a wind down for me. Alright. We'll let Father get in. I think I just put spells on Tyro and he's like super in the back row and they probably, yeah, it autoed him to physical. I'm putting way too much like preparation in this for these fights, but whatever. Good, good, good. Ability to get you orb. You ever notice how the Mako Might Orb is a 5-star? It's like, yeah, it's kind of like a 5-star orb. Like pool orb. It's weird, right? I think it's happening. I think like because we're not like none of this is gonna get cut into the main bit. Why do you fucking have Yuna's garb? What are you doing? Delita. Like I know the stats are higher, but come on, man. Alright. Same raid ID. I'm gonna put this, punch this in over here. And I'm gonna take another drink. Actually, I'm gonna finish off this coffee. Do I get any more in here? Yeah, I do. Alright, we got Lux. Oh, oops. It was. Hold up. It was. So, yeah. Father, I'll try and get you in on the second fight if you don't get in on the first one. Yeah, it looks like you're gonna be in on the second one. Just get ready. Get ready. Have it there, like on the ready. And I'll message you individually. Oh, you are Lux. Okay. Nice. Paranoid. Paranoid, you ready? Oh no! Oh no, Father Wolf, no! Father Wolf, get back in. Okay. Let's roll. Okay, cool, yeah. Let's go. Nailed it. Wait, what happened? I see Vroot there. I see Noid. Wolf? Wolf? Oh, did you DC? No, don't DC. No. Well, I'll get to see your thing. I'll show it off. I'll do it. I'm mashing the button. No! Stop it! Oh. Uh-oh. I could see the commands. It's alright. I mean, honestly, who reads the descriptions of these bosses? No, it's so good. You just set me up for the kill. That's what you did. You set me up for the big deleted kill. Yeah, Cruel's Azure is like really fucking strong. I actually, this is one of the reasons why I had a bit of trouble with Omnis, because the research videos that I usually go to did a solo run with Cruel's Azure. And I was just like, oh, that doesn't help me at all. Alright, let's get one more. This time it's going to be a little harder. Let's make sure to get some different people in here. Same ID. I'll just punch it in the chat. Anyone else? Yeah, somebody just jump in at this point. Three-man run. Let's go. All right, there's Wolf. The second coming of Father Wolf. Thank you for the follow. Oh. Sometimes those bits look like they're gonna jump out. Yeah! God, I gotta remember that stamp exists. Nice. See, this is where the leader just leans back, bides his time. Oh boy. It doesn't matter if the boss is dead. Oh, okay, that's percentile. Okay. Holy shit! Alright, y'all got this. Oh, can we get a valley kill? Wait, maybe? Nah, it's gonna die. Damn. Valley Garmonda would have been really good. Alright. Thanks everyone for helping me do my multiplayer easy fights. Well, alright. I think it's time to do a sign off. A good night to stream. It's been about 3 hours. Well, that was it for the Final Fantasy X event. Omnis was a bit rough, to be honest. A bit much on that guy. Next up, we should be getting either Type 0, a new realm, or a second Mobius event. But that one's still kind of up in the air because I don't think we've actually gotten the character that they're introducing in that in Global Mobius yet, so they might delay it again. But we will probably be getting Type 0 on Thursday. So, yeah, I'll see you next time.